All right, today we're jumping into a cosmic detective story, one that completely rewrote our address in the universe. It's a story about a mysterious force, a hidden destination, and a journey that every single one of us is on right now, whether we know it or not. 600 kilometers per second. Just let that number sink in for a moment. That's over 2 million kilometers an hour. It's a speed that's almost impossible to wrap your head around. And it's how fast our own Milky Way galaxy is blazing through space. And a speed like that just begs the question, right? Where are we going in such a massive hurry? This very question is the starting pistol for our entire investigation today, a real mystery that took astronomers decades to solve. But here's the thing, it's not just us. Astronomers started to realize that our whole cosmic neighborhood, and we're talking a huge chunk of space, with our galaxy and about 100,000 others, is all getting yanked in the exact same direction, toward the same mysterious spot. So the prime suspect in this whole cosmic caper got a name that's just as epic as it sounds, the Great Attractor. We're talking about a gravitational anomaly, a patch of space with so much stuff in it, the equivalent of 10 quadrillion suns, that its gravity is literally reeling us in. Now, the hunt for this thing wasn't exactly an overnight discovery. The very first clues that something was weird popped up back in the 70s. By 1986, astronomers had narrowed down its location. Then in the 90s, they found a massive galaxy cluster, the Norma cluster, right at the scene of the crime. And by 2005, even though the exact numbers were still being debated, the evidence was undeniable. Something enormous was out there, pulling our strings. Okay, so this sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it? We know where it is, we've got a prime suspect, so why couldn't we just point a telescope there and snap a photo? Well, this is where the investigation hit a major wall. You're not going to believe this, but the Great Attractor is hiding in the most inconvenient spot imaginable, directly behind the cluttered, dusty, star-filled plane of our own galaxy. This whole region is so packed with stuff that it basically acts like a curtain, blocking our view of the universe beyond. Astronomers literally call it the zone of avoidance. But, astronomers are a clever bunch. They realized that if they used different kinds of light, like X-rays and infrared, which can punch right through all that dust, they could start to peek behind the curtain. And this is what they saw. The Norma cluster, a gigantic swarm of galaxies sitting right in the heart of the Great Attractor region. So seeing the cluster was a huge step forward. But the real breakthrough, the clue that blew the whole case wide open, it came from changing the question entirely. It was time to stop asking where things are and start asking where they're going. And this is where everything changed. For years, we defined big cosmic structures by looking for the biggest clumps of galaxies. But this new method was different. It focused on something called peculiar velocity. That's the individual motion of a galaxy, separate from the universe's overall expansion. All of a sudden, instead of just seeing clumps, scientists could map the actual gravitational flows of the cosmos. And what this revealed was just stunning. The universe isn't just a bunch of disconnected islands of galaxies. It's like a cosmic watershed. Just like all the rain in a valley flows into streams and then rivers and eventually into one big basin, galaxies are flowing along these invisible gravitational pathways toward a common center. This new perspective literally redefined what a supercluster even is. The very team that made this discovery put it this way. A supercluster isn't just a dense clump, it's a gravitational basin. Its edge is the line where the cosmic flow splits. Go one way, you fall into our basin. Go the other, you fall into the next one over. So with this new map and this new definition, the true nature of the Great Attractor and our own place in the cosmos was finally about to snap into focus. The solution to our mystery was here. So say hello to Laniakea. That's La-ni-a-kea. It's a Hawaiian name that means immense heaven. And believe me, it is absolutely immense. This is our home supercluster. This is the gravitational basin that we belong to, along with 100,000 other galaxies, all flowing right alongside us. And just to give you some sense of the scale here, Laniakea is over 500 million light-years across. It's a structure so mind-bogglingly huge, and we are just one tiny speck inside of it. Now here's the kicker. What we always thought of as our home, the Virgo supercluster. It turns out that's just a small branch, like an outlying suburb, of this vast cosmic metropolis called Laniakea. Our address just got a whole lot bigger. So how does Laniakea compare to other cosmic heavyweights? Well, you've got things like the Sloan Great Wall, which is technically longer, but it's more of a thin filament, like a string. Then you have the Shapley Supercluster, which is denser. What makes Laniakea special is that it's defined by this shared gravitational destiny, this single unified basin of attraction. And that solves our mystery. The Great Attractor isn't some single monstrous object out there pulling us in. It's a place. It is the gravitational center of gravity, the bottom of our cosmic valley, the downtown core of our home, Laniakea. We're just flowing downhill. But just when you think the story's over, the universe throws one final, absolutely mind-bending twist our way. We know where we're going, but it turns out we're on a journey to a destination we will never, ever reach. And that's because there's a cosmic tug-of-war going on. On one side, you've got the gravity of all the stuff in Laniakea pulling us inward. But on the other side, you've got this mysterious force called dark energy that's woven into the fabric of space itself, and it's pushing everything apart, making the universe expand faster and faster. For billions of years, gravity has been winning the local battle, pulling our galaxy group toward the Great Attractor. But here's the thing. On the biggest scales, dark energy is winning the war. The expansion of space is speeding up so much that eventually our forward journey is going to slow down, grind to a halt, and then actually reverse. And the implication of that is pretty profound. Laniakea, this immense structure that we call home, isn't permanent. It's a temporary gathering. In the far, far future, dark energy will win out, and all the galaxies within Laniakea will just drift apart into an ever emptier cosmos. So, after all of that, here it is, your new, complete cosmic address. Planet Earth, in the solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy, which is part of the local group, all of which resides in our magnificent, flowing, and ultimately temporary home, the Laniakea Supercluster. This incredible discovery has given us our true place in the universe. But it also leaves us with a humbling, final thought to chew on. What does it really mean to finally find your home, only to realize that it's a home that is slowly but inevitably dissolving all around you?